Welcome to Academic Gain Tutorials. In this video we will discuss about the Dividend Wealth Audit and how investors can improve portfolio yield, dividend growth, and overall safety. A Dividend Wealth Audit is a structured review of an income portfolio. Its purpose is to identify strong holdings, weak positions, concentration risks, unsustainable dividends, and opportunities for long-term improvement. By reviewing the portfolio regularly, investors can make better decisions instead of depending only on current yield. To begin with, review every holding in the portfolio. List each stock, exchange-traded fund, or income investment, together with its market value, position size, dividend payment, portfolio allocation, and recent performance. Then verify whether every expected dividend has been paid and check whether any company has reduced, suspended, or delayed its distribution. Next, review the total portfolio value and annual dividend income. In this example, the portfolio value is $425,680, while annual dividend income is $17,245. Comparing these figures with the previous month and previous year helps show whether both wealth and income are moving in the right direction. After that, analyze portfolio yield. The current trailing 12-month dividend yield in this example is 4.05%, while yield on cost is 5.62%. The current yield measures annual dividend income against today's portfolio value, whereas yield on cost compares current dividend income with the original amount invested. However, a higher yield should not automatically be considered better. A very high yield may indicate that the share price has fallen because the market expects weaker earnings or a possible dividend cut. Therefore, compare the portfolio yield with a suitable benchmark and examine the quality of the businesses producing that income. Then, calculate the weighted payout ratio. In this example, the portfolio payout ratio is approximately 54.3%. This ratio shows how much of total earnings is being distributed to shareholders. A reasonable payout ratio may allow companies to continue paying dividends while also retaining enough money for debt reduction, business investment, and future growth. At the same time, evaluate income stability. Review whether dividends have remained consistent during different market and economic conditions. Companies with stable revenue, dependable cash flow, and strong balance sheets may be better positioned to maintain distributions during difficult periods. Furthermore, examine dividend growth. The example portfolio shows a 5-year dividend growth rate of approximately 8.42% per year. Dividend growth is important because inflation gradually reduces purchasing power. Therefore, a growing income stream may provide better long-term protection than a portfolio that pays a high but unchanged dividend. In addition, compare dividend growth with earnings and free cash flow growth. Dividends cannot increase sustainably for many years if profits and cash flow are not also improving. When dividends grow much faster than the underlying business, the payout ratio may rise and future dividend safety may decline. Next, check portfolio safety. Begin by reviewing the weighted payout ratio, debt-to-equity level, interest coverage, free cash flow quality, dividend history, and overall business stability. In this example, the weighted debt-to-equity ratio is 0.62, while interest coverage is approximately 5.8 times. These figures can help show whether portfolio companies are financially capable of meeting debt obligations and continuing dividend payments. Similarly, examine free cash flow because dividends are ultimately paid with cash. A company may report accounting profits while still producing weak cash flow. Therefore, strong and recurring free cash flow is often a valuable sign of dividend sustainability. The length and consistency of dividend history should also be considered. The example portfolio has an average dividend history of about 9.6 years. Although a long history does not guarantee future payments, it may demonstrate management's commitment to returning cash to shareholders. After reviewing these factors, assign a safety score. In this example, the portfolio receives an overall score of B+, indicating generally good safety with some areas that may still require monitoring. A safety score should not be treated as a guarantee, but it can help summarize several financial measures in one understandable result. Another important step is to review sector allocation. This portfolio includes financial companies, healthcare, consumer staples, industrial businesses, utilities, and other sectors. Diversification can reduce the effect of weakness in one industry. However, holding many stocks does not automatically create diversification if most of them depend on the same economic conditions. Next, Examine the largest positions. The top 5 holdings represent approximately 53.2% of the portfolio in this example. Large positions can significantly influence both portfolio value and dividend income. Therefore, investors should decide whether each major holding deserves its current allocation based on financial quality, valuation, growth potential, and risk. Then, review the distribution of portfolio yield. Some holdings may produce yields above 5%, others may provide yields between 3 and 5%, and some may offer lower yields with stronger dividend growth. A balanced portfolio may combine current income with future growth rather than concentrating only on the highest-yielding investments. Once the audit is complete, place every holding into an action category. Strong investments with reliable yield, growth, and safety may be kept and gradually increased. Good companies with 1 or 2 weaker metrics may be monitored. Holdings with reparable problems may require further research and improvement. On the other hand, investments with weak business fundamentals, unsafe dividends, or excessive portfolio risk may need to be reduced or replaced. Afterwards, rebalance the portfolio to maintain the desired sector and position limits. Rebalancing may involve trimming an oversized holding, adding to underrepresented sectors, or directing new contributions toward higher quality opportunities. This process can improve portfolio balance without requiring unnecessary trading. Moreover, reinvest dividends when income is not immediately needed. Reinvestment purchases additional shares, which may generate more dividends in the future. Over long periods, this compounding process can contribute significantly to both portfolio income and total wealth. A useful audit should also produce a clear action plan. Decide which holdings to keep, which ones require monitoring, which positions need improvement, and which investments should potentially be trimmed or replaced. Then set a future review date and monitor whether the planned changes improve yield, growth, diversification, and safety. Overall, a dividend wealth audit helps investors understand exactly where their income comes from, how quickly it is growing, and how much risk is supporting it. By reviewing yield, payout ratios, dividend growth, cash flow, debt, sector exposure, and position concentration, investors can build a stronger and more dependable dividend portfolio. This content is for educational purposes only and should not be considered financial advice. Dividend payments, investment returns, and market values are not guaranteed, and past performance does not predict future results. Always conduct independent research and consider professional guidance based on your financial situation. If this short video was helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.